I'm Jay Sankey, and this is Bending the Reel. An intellectual puzzle with 6 tortilla chips. Now, as you can see, there are 2 rows. There's a row running down the middle and a row running across. And here's the challenge. Here's the puzzle. By moving just one chip, make 2 rows of 4 chips. You can move any chip, doesn't matter. Any one of the chips, but you have to end up with 2 rows of 4 chips. Now, I have done this hundreds and hundreds of times with different items all over the place, and very seldom does anybody get it. It's very rare that someone figures out the answer to this. And watch. Here's the answer. The challenge was, by moving just one chip, you have to have 2 rows of 4 chips. Here I go, moving just one chip. 2 rows, each with 4 chips. This is more than just a puzzle. It's a bend insofar as there is a deceptive element in it. I deceived you, and we'll get back to that in a second. The other reason why this is more than just a puzzle is it's yet another indication of how we perceive the world. It's about perception. And while we use our eyes and our ears and our taste and all these things, those are the ingredients. Where it's all ultimately assembled, the perception, of course, is in our minds. Having said that, what I really like about this too is, like a lot of the bends I share with you, is that they can be used with a variety of objects. You can do it with chips. You can do this with paper clips. You can take a business card and tear it up into the 6 pieces. You can do it with a handful of change. You can do it with Post-it notes at the office. The one thing that's really required is that you're able to stack, that you're able to put one on top of another. So there are props it won't work with. But it'll work with, almost anywhere you go in the world, anywhere you find yourself, you're going to be able to share this really cool intellectual puzzle and bend. Now, what makes this truly a bend is not just that people can't figure it out upon, but it's this gesture, and this is the key. Because I don't use the word slide just by sliding. You could strictly say, well, I'm going to slide it on top, but I say move. While I use the word move, just by moving one chip, 2 rows of 4, as I say move, my hands limit their interpretation. If I just by moving, if I even lifted one off, all of a sudden many more people would get it. They'd see it. They'd see the solution. But just by sliding, and again, whether you're using paper clips or Post-it notes, whatever, as long as you're sliding the objects, and you really emphasize, just by moving, key line of script, just by moving one, get 2 rows of 4, you'll find that people hardly ever get there before you do.
If you refer to a bend as a prank, a hoax, a trick, or even a joke, you might limit how people experience it. Instead, try not to use labels, and let the people's minds make of it what they will.